The Joplin Police released its annual report for 2023 last week. Captain William Davis is here to share what the report findings mean for us. And welcome, Captain.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right. So, overall, how are things looking?
So 2023 was a good year. Crime in the city of Joplin is down 5%. So we saw when we looked at the numbers, we tried to do like a 4-year trend. And looking at the numbers for 2023, we saw a 5% overall decrease in crime. That was really carried by a big decrease in property crime, so thefts from vehicles, burglaries, larcenies, those kind of things. We did see a slight increase in violent crime. That was primarily in the categories of assaults, domestic assaults, assaults on law enforcement, those kind of things. So, but it wasn't enough of an increase to put crime in an upward trend. So, the good thing is that the last couple of years we've seen a decrease in crime numbers, which is always a positive.
That's great.
It'd be great if we had zero, but we know that's kind of unrealistic. But we'll take any decline in crime that we can get year after year.
I love that. Okay, that's nice to know. I think that's very comforting.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I understand car crashes have also gone down significantly.
Yeah. So in addition to crime, we also look at traffic patterns, and crashes have been on a decrease over the last couple of years. So drivers in Joplin are doing a great job. We're seeing that continued decrease. It was a 5% decrease in the number of crashes. What we found with crashes is that our probable contributing factors, failure to yield, following too close, and inattentive driving were three major probable contributing factors for crashes. So, as we go through 2024, we just hope people keep those things in mind, that failure to yield, the following too close, increasing your following distance and stopping distances, and then inattentive driving, being off the cell phone.
Get off your phone, right?
Yeah, and
Pay attention.
all those other things. So, crashes were good.
Yeah, that's right. And you also told me a little thing about insurance with these crashes.
Yeah,
it's really interesting.
Yeah, when we looked at doing the analytics for crashes, we found 13% of crashes in Joplin, people didn't have insurance. And so that's kind of a concerning number that we saw, especially if you're involved in a crash, for the other party that's involved. So that's going to be one of the enforcement areas for 2024 going forward, that during traffic enforcement, making sure people have insurance on their vehicles. So we'll kind of see what those numbers do in 2024.
Absolutely. Any other goals for 2024?
No, it's just again, we're hoping for a continued decrease in crime. Our calls for service had a big increase. 18% increase in calls for service. In our car stop numbers, they increased 46% from the previous year. That's a lot of, we've funding for traffic enforcement has been good over the last year. So we'll kind of see if we can keep that trend up in 2024.
All right. Well, thank you as always for joining us, and keep up the good work.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with more news right after this.